Thoroughbred Action is presented by Hardacre Farm.
Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. I'm Ron Nicoletti. It is Twilight Friday. We got 9 races we want to look at. My buddy Pete Aiello has got the track and weather conditions.
Friday the 13th begins with 9 races on the program, a fast main track, a firm turf course, a sunny sky here in South Florida, and the first of the day over the turf at 1 mile. Maiden claimers in for $40,000. Scratch the 10, Honor Indy, a field of 9. Favorites were 2, Pikes Peak or Bust, and 9, Tropicality. Racing at Gulfstream. Good start inside for La Titina, who hits the ground running. Pray moves up. Tropicality on the far outside's trying to get over. In between horses is Awesome Class as they make their way into the first turn. Bienville Street sets up shop toward the inside. Crespacula's out wide. Then Dappled and Glorious Freedom. Racing up on the inside is Pikes Peak or Bust, who's near the back of the field as they make their way into the backstretch. With the lead, Pray, in front now by 3/4 of a length. On the outside, that's Tropicality's second. Awesome Class reined back to run in third. Racing from fourth is Crespacula. Tucked in fifth is Bienville Street. Then it's a length and a half back to Glorious Freedom, and toward the rail, La Titina. Dappled's at the back with Pikes Peak or Bust as they head through the opening quarter in 23-1. To the half-mile point they race, and with the advantage, it's Pray in front by a neck. On the outside, Tropicality is there second. Awesome Class getting a patient set up third under Mirage, racing a length better than Crespacula. Bienville Street begins to look for room for Edgar Zayas, 2 better than Glorious Freedom. Then comes La Titina with Pikes Peak or Bust, and the first-timer Dappled is last of all through a 47-second half-mile. 3/8 of a mile remains. Tropicality goes on the attack. Awesome Class tried to thread the needle. Bienville Street worked to the outside and is into the clear to try to get to the new leader, which is Tropicality. La Titina trying to run home from the back with Glorious Freedom, and they're at the top of the stretch. Tropicality through 3/4 and 1:11.3 has the lead. Bienville Street, the nearest pursuer, second. Awesome Class ducks to the inside. Then comes Pikes Peak or Bust. Final 1/8 of a mile. Camacho getting serious on Tropicality. Bienville Street wanders everywhere. Awesome Class toward the rail. Tropicality for Chuck Simon, the first race winner. Second, Awesome Class. Third, Bienville Street. Fourth, La Titina. Number 9, Tropicality gets the job done with some late money. She went favored for Chuck Simon and the Snookum Farms, as well as Chuck Simon Racing. The daughter of Passion for Gold was handled perfectly by Sammy Camacho and gets the first race diploma. Second, number 7, Awesome Class, ahead of number 4, Bienville Street, who had to settle for third. To the second race in the leadoff leg of the early pick 4, 6 furlongs the journey. Maiden claimers in for $20,000. Scratch the 3, Ercolano, a field of 7. This was a wide open betting race. And they're off. From the far outside, Soldali wins the break and fires to the top. Simard Strike away in second. Sky Knight is with him, and Sky Point moves at the rail. Away in fifth is Super Jack, 4 clear of Wild Colonial Boy, and Awesome Stack is last of all as they speed down the backstretch. Soldali on the outside, Sky Point toward the rail. They're in lockstep, 3 better than Simard Strike. Then comes Sky Knight, gap of another 4 to Super Jack, ahead of Awesome Stack, and the trailer is Wild Colonial Boy. Luis Castillo is going to let Soldali roll, and Soldali rounds the far turn, bumps the margin to 6 now. Sky Point is second, Simard Strike is third, Sky Knight on the outside fourth. Well clear of Super Jack as Soldali has kicked it into another gear. Soldali now by 10. Second is Sky Point, Simard Strike third. Sky Knight's not picking up his feet. Wild Colonial Boy from the back, he's gaining ground. He's got a shot for a slice, but hard to imagine anybody gets to Soldali at this point. Soldali's at the 8th pole, completely isolated from the rest of the field. Wild Colonial Boy running a great race to get up into second, but at 3-1, this is a powerhouse run from Soldali, who never had an anxious moment, won it at the 3/8. Wild Colonial Boy second, Sky Point third, Simard Strike fourth. What looked like a wide-open betting race and a wide-open race in general was absolutely the opposite, as number 8, Soldali, humbles the competition, opening double digits at the far turn and winning by double digits under Luis Castillo for Terry Pompey and the My Purple Haze stable. The son of Soldat showed speed last time. He showed speed today. He carried it a lot farther, all the way to the wire with an easy win. Time for a commercial timeout. Lots of Friday action left. It's Friday the 13th. We'll be back right after this.
Welcome to my playground. To my playground. To my playground. You wanna play nice, here we go. To my playground.
Back now for the third race on the Friday the 13th program. 1 mile over the main track. Claimers in for a price tag of $12,500. Scratch the 1, McManaman. A field of 5. All the money for 2, Spirit Love. And 6, Accumulator. And they're off. Good start toward the rail for Spirit Love. Aristelis has some speed. Accumulator gets started on the far outside, and Gaffleone looks intent on getting Accumulator to the lead. Spirit Love has the same idea, so the two favorites hook up, and they go quickly as they run out of the chute. It's now Spirit Love who's quicker than Accumulator after the opening eighth of a mile, and these two make no bones about it. They're going to go as fast as they can for as far as they can, as they've opened 7 or 8 on Aristelis, who's enjoying a good tracking spot third. The two long shots are at the back with Global Hero and Admiral Jimmy in step, better than 12 lengths off the lead through the opening quarter in 23 and 3. That's fast, but it's not suicidal, as Spirit Love has the lead by 3. Accumulator is second and losing ground to the leader. It's a gap of another 6 to Aristelis. He starts to gain ground on the second horse, still far back to Admiral Jimmy and Global Hero with less than half a mile to run. They're round the far turn through a 45 and 4/2 mile. Now that is fast, and the leader is still Spirit Love. Spirit Love has put away Accumulator. He'll have one to deal with. It's Aristelis who's working hard second. He has 7 or 8 lengths to raise on this leader, and then it's 4 to Global Hero. Accumulator will finish last, and they're at the top of the stretch. Spirit Love, just like last time, taking no prisoners here. He's off the turn in front by 7 or 8. Aristelis at a 1-pace second, so Spirit Love, his only danger is himself with an 1/8 of a mile to go. He's still clear by 6. Now he starts to get the strains. On the outside, and Aristelis from second. Global Hero is third. Spirit Love at the 16th pole. He's getting the wobbles. Spirit Love by 2. Aristelis lunging late. Spirit Love, Aristelis, Spirit Love. Saved by the wire. Spirit Love held on to win it. Aristelis second. Global Hero third. Then Admiral Jimmy and Accumulator in 1:39 flat. Number 2, Spirit Love, survives after opening a big lead and going very fast. Spirit Love definitely has some spring to his step as he bottoms out the field today, just like he did last time under Ramiro Mirage, Ferrari Mirage, and owners of Riccio and Jacobson and Radon Inc. Second, number 3, Aristelis. Third was the 5, Global Hero. To the 4th race in the leadoff leg of the Friday Rainbow 6. On the turf at about 7.5 furlongs, maidens of the special weight variety. These were 2-year-olds. A field of 8 signed on. Favorite was the 3, Riley Rules. And they're off. From the outside, Scraps was away well in his Centaur to get a clear advantage. Joe DiBaggio comes away racing in second. VJ away in the top flight. He'll land third. Wide on the course and now dropping over his home drill with Louder Than Bombs just to his inside. Then down at the inside goes Papa Y. Second last early is Riley Rules, and the early trailer, Starship Mufasa. Around the first turn they go, and Scraps has the lead 3 parts of a length over VJ in second. Joe DiBaggio is pocketed up third, ahead in front of Home Drill, who's now 4th. Louder Than Bombs is 5th in the clear and about 4 lengths off the lead. Then it's a gap of 2 to Riley Rules to the outside of Papa Y, and the trailer is Starship Mufasa. 25 and 4 for a very reasonable opening quarter speed. Scraps getting away with a nice tempo. Leads the way a half a length. VJ pressing the issue in second. 3 wide. Home Drill is third. Joe DiBaggio at the rail is 4th. Following 5th is Louder Than Bombs. A gap of 2 to Riley Rules, then Papa Y, and still nothing from Starship Mufasa. That's the 8 of them with less than half a mile to go as they swing to the far turn. With the lead, it's still Scraps. 3 parts of a length. Home Drill launching a 3 wide bid and up into second. VJ hanging tough between horses. Joe DiBaggio comes under pressure with Louder Than Bombs. Riley Rules has a shot under Jose Bautista, starting to warm to the task. About 6 lengths off the lead, 3 clear of Starship Mufasa, and they're at the top of the stretch. Maintaining control, Scraps still there, off the turn on top 2.5. Home Drill did not go on. Riley Rules and Louder Than Bombs on the outside. Joe DiBaggio back for more inside. Riley Rules and Louder Than Bombs trying to overhaul Scraps. Scraps on the inside, fights on the outside, and Louder Than Bombs bombs, louder than bombs, boom, right to the winner's circle. Second is Scraps, third Riley Rules, and fourth was Joe DiBaggio, then Starship Mufasa at 133 and 1.
Upset winner of today's fourth race, Louder Than Bombs, with a bang on the debut run for Miguel Vasquez and Dave Fawkes and owner San Penu. The daughter of the son of violence comes well prepared at a 10-to-1 price. Second, 7 Scraps. Third, the 3 Riley Rules. To the fifth race and the start of the late pick 5 on the main track at 1 mile. Claimers in for $12,500. A field of 7. All-time favorite was the 5 Return.
And they're off. Good start for Return and a good start for Derby Day Darling. They're the first two to begin. Salsarita very wide on the course while trying to work over ahead of Hannah Catherine and Untruthful Sonnet. Out the back door early, My Sweet Lorraine and Sarah's Day. Out of the chute they run, and Salsarita has the lead narrowly over Derby Day Darling, who comes to confront the leader second. Return is taken in hand by Jaramillo, racing in between runners, only a half length off the lead. Hannah Catherine is racing in fourth now through a 24-1 opening quarter. Outside an Untruthful Sonnet, 4 clear of My Sweet Lorraine, and Sarah's Day is last. Past the 5/8 as they move to the half-mile point. It's Derby Day Darling in front, 3 parts of a length, Return second. Salsarita begins to backpedal, Hannah Catherine toward the rail. Then Untruthful Sonnet, 6 clear of Sarah's Day, who's a length in front of My Sweet Lorraine. They leave the backstretch and move around the far turn. Here comes Return with a serious bid outside of Derby Day Darling through a 47.5 mile. Hannah Catherine is third, still in striking range. Down at the inside, Untruthful Sonnet. Now running on from the back is Sarah's Day. Plummeting second last is Salsarita. The trailer is still My Sweet Lorraine, and the leader is now Return. There's a quarter of a mile left to go, and Jaramillo and Return set down for the drive and widen to a 5-length lead now. Derby Day Darling is an all-in second. From the outside, Sarah's Day begins to motor. Untruthful Sonnet between horses. There's an 1/8 of a mile to go, and Return is still strong. Return by 5. Sarah's Day up into a clear second. Untruthful Sonnet is a clear third, but this is all about Return. Return going away under Jaramillo by 5 in the end. Sarah's Day second, Untruthful Sonnet third. Fourth was Hannah Catherine, then Derby Day Darling and My Sweet Lorraine.
Not a great return if you bet the favorite, but a return nevertheless, as Return gets the job done. On Misael Jaramillo Road for Victor Barboza Jr. and the Pitchy Investments. 6, Sarah's Day from last and up into second, ahead of the 2 Untruthful Sonnet, who ran third. Time now for a commercial timeout. Still to come, the late pick 4, as Friday the 13th rolls on right after this.
And Gulfstream is pulling away. Gulfstream blows them away with an eye-opening performance. Awesome again has won. Gulfstream kicking clear. Judy the Beauty.
Back now for race number 6 on the Friday the 13th program. The start of today's late pick 4, 1 mile over the turf. Claimers in for $16,000. Scratch the 11 Fun and Games. The favorites were 1 Two-Step Blues and 10 Fast Mama.
And they're off. Faithful Sue off a step slow. That'll change the pace complexion of the race with Two-Step Blues reaching up for the early lead. Dudicious moves to her on the outside second. Faithful Sue finds her feet, sends the favorite a bit wide in Fast Mama, also taking out Giovanna's Magic, saving ground Pearl Blanco toward the rail. Then it's She's a Great One, followed by Along the Trail. Second last early is Dancing Starlet, and Captain Carol is last of all, as the leader is Two-Step Blues. Two-Step Blues gets a nice easy lead, leads the way a length and a quarter. Pearl Blanco secures the rail and is a joint second, alongside Dudicious, then Faithful Sue and Giovanna's Magic. The favorite Fast Mama is now well placed for Gaffleon. She's in the yellow, 5th and about 3 lengths off the lead, working ahead of She's a Great One and Along the Trail. 4 clear of Dancing Starlet, who's 3 in front of Captain Carol, who's last of all, strung out over 12 lengths in the run to the half-mile point. 24 seconds flat for the opening quarter speed. Two-Step Blues leads the way by 2. Pearl Blanco on the inside is now second. Dudicious is back to third. Faithful Sue is 4th. Fast Mama no place to go yet. Jet racing in 5th. She's a Great One is next. Then comes Giovanna's Magicin along the trail. Captain Carol's at the back with Dancing Starlet as Two Step Blues maintains the lead. They run around the far turn. Two Step Blues bumps the margin to 4. Fast Mama into the clear and to the attack second. She's a Great One around Judicious third. The two favorites have it to themselves, and they're at the top of the stretch. Two Step Blues set down for the drive with 1/8 of a mile more to get. Fast Mama has her in the crosshairs on the outside second. Well clear of She's a Great One and along the trail. 16th to go. Two Step Blues has the lead. Fast Mama to the attack one more time. It's Two Step Blues hanging on. Fast Mama's second. She's a Great One third. Along the trail fourth, and Captain Carol in 136 flat.
Favorites run 1-2 to start the late pick 4 with 1 Two Step Blues getting the money. Under Victor Barboza Jr.'s tutelage, he gets back-to-back training scores. Amisael Jaramillo with back-to-back riding victories. This one for owner Mac Nicole. Second 10, Fast Mama. Third was the 3. She's a Great One. To the 7th race in the leadoff leg of the late pick 3. 6 furlongs of the trip. Claimers in for $6,250. Scratch the 1, Song of Melody. 7 went postward. The heavily favored runner was the 7, Dancing Noel.
And they're off. Miss Stalwart, Dancing Noel, and Star Miley, the first 3 to break the line, but Jaramillo and Dancing Noel will cross and clear and lead a length and a quarter. Star Miley is second up on the outside. Freaking Me Out is moving up with Miss Stalwart, then 40 kilos. Eternal Tempest is next, and Ryalmar at the back of the field as they head to the half-mile point. The leader is Dancing Noel, 3 parts better than Star Miley on the outside and Freaking Me Out. Eternal Tempest tries to run home from 4th, back to 5th and Miss Stalwart, then 40 kilos and Ryalmar. Opening quarter, 22 and 3 as they round the far turn. The leader is still Dancing Noel. She has her neck bowed, does it nicely at the 3 furlong point. Freaking Me Out working a bit harder second. Star Miley is third. Eternal Tempest under a whip ride and not responding. Then Miss Stalwart on the outside, 40 kilos has covered a lot of ground. The trailer remains Ryalmar. The leader remains Dancing Noel. Dancing Noel past the quarter pole on top. The danger might be Star Miley, who's coming up the inside lane. Well clear, third running Freaking Me Out, then Ryalmar. Final 1/8 of a mile. Jaramillo goes to work on the leader, and the leader is still Dancing Noel. She's clear by 5. Star Miley trying to hold on to second. Miss Stalwart, Ryalmar, and Freaking Me Out. To the wire, all aboard, Dancing Noel, a gate-to-wire winner. Close for second, Star Miley or Miss Stalwart in 1:12 and 1.
It's a natural hat trick for jockey Amisael Jaramillo as the barn change is exactly what the doctor ordered with number 7, Dancing Noel, who gets the job done as the heavy favorite. Gilberto Zerpa, so good off the claim, wins yet again for owner Mosh Mark. And again, Amisael Jaramillo for 3 in a row. 5, Star Miley second, 6, Miss Stalwart ran third. Time for another commercial break. When we come back, the Friday feature, and it's a good one. Allowance runners, right after this.
A passion for horses and a commitment to breed champions is the foundation of Hardacre Farm. Founded by Amy Tarrant, owner, breeder, and trainer, Hardacre Farm, based in Ocala, continues its tradition of success from the Breeders' Cup to Gulfstream Park. Hardacre Farm, from the breeding shed to the racetrack, in pursuit of producing the best.
Back now for race number 8 on the Friday the 13th program, the start of the late daily double. Allowance optional claiming event with a field of 9, strong field of 9 as well. Favorites included 4, Mo Cash, and 6, Cautious Giant.
And they're off. Level beginning. Looking for a leader here, Silver Defense will emerge on top from the outside and racing to the lead as Harry He saves his spot toward the rail and races up to second. Splash Rules is between horses alongside Cautious Giant, out wide Express Jet. In between horses, My Friend Flavin. Then comes the team of Diamond Oops, and on his outside, Mo Cash. Baba Toby is last with half a mile to run. Up front, Silver Defense gets clear for La Violette, leads a length and a quarter. Up into second, Cautious Giant, pocketed up third, Harry He. Back to fourth, My Friend Flavin, trying to split horses next is Splash Rules. Length and a half back to an on-rushing Mo Cash. Out wide is a retreating Express Jet, then Diamond Oops. The trailer is Baba Toby as they run run to the top of the stretch. 22 seconds flat for the opening quarter speed. With the lead, Silver Defense by a neck. Cautious Giant is second, a length and a half back to the outside. Mocash gets underway just to his inside splash rules along the rail, and Harry He, eighth of a mile to go now. With the lead, it's Cautious Giant. Mocash fired up on the outside for Miguel Vasquez, and Mocash has now taken the lead. Cautious Giant is there second. The battle's for third. It's Mocash at 3-1 to win it. Mocash wins by 2.5. Cautious Giant second, close third. Splash rules are my friend Flavin in 109 flat.
Stakes winner Mocash rallies down the center of the course to get today's feature race success under jockey Miguel Vasquez. For Aubrey Mirage, who had a solid day today, 1-2 on the program, this being the second, with Marco Thoroughbred Corporation as the winning owner in partnership with Stuart Zook. 6, Cautious Giant second, dead heat for third between 2 Splash Rules, and 7, my friend Flavin. To the 9th and final race, 5 furlongs on turf, maiden claimers in for $12,500. A field of 12 signed on. Favorites were 6, Giant Dilemma, and 11, Shidoshi.
And runners away. Fireball Run blew the start, 4 lengths last. A blasting beginning for 40 hits. Look at him fly away. 40 hits is open 3 in a hurry. Warpipe is away in second. Rainstorm on the outside third with Weaponized toward the rail. Then Giant Dilemma and Shidoshi. Rigo is next toward the rail. 2 back to the inside and trying to run home is Windat. Then to the outside goes Granted Storm with Judge Hudson as they round the far turn. Winging out front, 40 hits maintains a clear advantage of 3 or 4 lengths. Second is Warpipe. Up on the outside, Shidoshi having to cover ground but gaining ground. Then down at the inside goes Weaponized. Running home from the back, Fireball Run, even after blowing the start, is launching an attack 5 lengths off the lead, and they're at the top of the stretch. Up front, David Baracco and 40 hits maintain the lead. To the attack late is Shidoshi. Down the outside, Fireball Run. 40 hits, wanders, leads 2.5. On the inside, and Shidoshi ducks to his inside flank as they come to the wire. Here's Shidoshi. It's a photo finish. Really, really close. 40 hits, still had some momentum out in the center, and photos with Shidoshi in 57-4.
Offset winner of the final race, give it to 9, 40 hits, who parlays a rocket beginning to a gate-to-wire win. Very narrow win it was, but a win nevertheless for owner Elio Marquez and trainer Diosdado Iglesias. Second, number 11, Shidoshi, ahead of the 5, Warpipe, who ran third. Aside from the final race winner, a pretty formful result at today's Rainbow Six yields a carryover going into tomorrow's program of more than $220,000.
And that wraps up Friday's action. We're back on Saturday with a 12-race card. Our first race post 12:45. Race number 11, the Treasure Beach Stakes. Going to be a lot of fun. Boy, you got to be at Gulfstream Park.
Hit the hay. I've been working all day. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired.